Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we are the Office Blokes.
Yes, yeah.
It is true. We've got a Patreon page that Office Bloke Mike is going to tell you not all about, just a bit about.
A bit about, fair enough. Go to patreon.com and put Office Blokes React. We have tiers there, starting at just £1.50, loads of block content, exclusive stuff.
That's enough. That's almost all of it. I said a bit.
Quick one. Weekly podcast exclusive to patrons only. So yeah, go and check it out.
Yeah, fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah. Running away with it for a minute there, Mike. Right. Patrice O'Neill destroys Feminist.
I love this guy.
He's
absolute beast.
Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely amazing.
But what could he have to argue with a feminist about?
Well, I think I know what. I know what it might be leaning towards. A lot of people have commented in the comment section about how big he was on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
Now you guys won't know the Opie and Anthony show, would you?
I've seen clips.
Yeah, right. They were big on the radio. I think they were most famous first for getting. I think they got thrown off the radio in Boston for saying the mayor had died.
Right,
and he hadn't.
Was Jim Norton
joke?
On it?
He was at a later stage, yeah. And then they moved to New York. They come to New York. I think they're both from New York. I think, and he was from Long Island, I think, somewhere like that. And I'm not sure where Opie was from, but so they had this show there. Then they got thrown off one of the radio stations in New York as well because someone had sex in the church. So it was like that was a big issue. So they got thrown off that, and then they ended up going on. It was Sirius or XM when they were separate. You know. But I was daily listener.
Yeah,
they had me, creasing every day.
Yeah,
so it was one of them. Yeah. So I've seen a lot of these people on Opie and Anthony that come through, and I think this may be something to do with an Opie and Anthony clip.
Right. Well, we'll get into it. Patrice O'Neill destroys Feminist. Let's do it.
So, next up on the chopping block, XM satellite radio DJs Opie and Anthony. They're under fire now for airing joking comments about raping Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Will they be the next to go? Is radio cleaning house after the Imus debacle? With me now, New City President Sonia Osorio. She took part in a recent protest calling for radio stations to stop supporting negative language in music and talk radio. And also, our favorite stand-up comic, Patrice O'Neill.
Thank you, sir.
Compare those two intros there, and it's like our favourite comic, Patrice. It's already
He's definitely leaning in.
Yeah.
Patrice, are O&A next?
I hope not. I wish JV and Elvis didn't lose their job or Imus. It's funny. This is the thing. I don't know her, but I'm assuming that she has nothing to do with funny. So I'm gonna speak as the expert on funny. Funny people should just be left to trying to be funny.
What if they're not funny?
Then you made a mistake. But how many times has how many unfunny rape jokes lead to rape? Like,
I don't know how many jokes about rape there are.
There's a lot, but your world is not funny. Your world is next on the big story. My world is people trying to be funny.
Well, I mean, you think it's okay to try to make jokes about rape?
I'm diabetic. I make fun of that. I'm a victim. I might lose a toe, but I'm trying to make fun of. I'm trying to make fun of anything I think I can make fun of.
Sonia,
what's happening now is the marketplace is deciding what's appropriate or what's not appropriate. I think the nation is just tired. There's a new mood in the nation.
What nation?
The nation. You know what? We're tired of things that are just
the nation, this paper, and you? I'm not the nation. I'm just speaking for me and funny. You're speaking for the nation, or you're speaking for...
Yeah, you know why? Because I remember 6 years ago doing something against Anthony Opie because they were just so outrageous, and their violent images that they put out to women was just uncalled for. And now I think people...
You think they were trying to be funny?
I think now people in this country...
Do you think they were trying to be funny?
Tired. You know what? I don't care if they were trying to be funny.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you in that business?
I've been to your show once, and it wasn't very funny being a woman.
It was
in your
hilarious.
Show, when you talked about...
That's why she doesn't like me. I was in the paper with her, and the joke is hilarious, called The Angry Pirate. And the lady who wrote it in her outrage didn't even know what it meant, and anybody who read it laughed, because they know what funny... You're not living in the context of funny. You're living in the context of fire.
Have every right to...
The Angry Pirate. You remember that? Yeah. He's trying to explain the difference between jokes and actual
Yeah,
you
and
know,
actual statements about meaning something
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You are,
Yeah.
but when you got these shock jock sort of thing, you know, on the radio, you had started off with Howard Stern, and then it's sort of like, you know, you had Opie and Anthony, and you know what you were getting. This is what gets me out of comedy.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
If it offends you, stop listening. Go and listen to someone read a book.
And people
Yeah.
will hire them again because that's what they're getting.
Yeah, and they've got a
yeah.
following. They have a
Yeah.
cult following where they'll get hundreds of thousands, millions of followers listening because they want that content.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're delivering that kind of content. Okay, some jokes are going to really cross the line ethically, but they don't mean it. Like, that's what he's saying there.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
So that contradicts her point of the market sort of dictating
It's
because the
that's
market
what he said.
is
It's your
dictating.
market. I'm not the market. It's your market.
But if these people are getting millions of views, then the market is
it's
dictating that they
correct.
want that.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's kind of just ruined her own point there.
when it pans to Opie and Anthony there, I don't know if you saw the yellow and black logo they had in the back, WOW.
Right.
That was Whip 'em Out Wednesday. So we used to encourage you to put that sticker in your car.
Right.
And then if a girl saw it, she'd get her tits out and flash your tits in the car when you're driving down the street.
That is the most feminist thing I've ever heard in my life. That's empowering.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
Funny as they want, they can go out and try to be as funny as they want, make as much money being as funny as they want. This is what's
There you
happening.
go.
Yeah, wow.
There is a change in this country. People are realizing they have an
not a
opportunity to
change.
speak out, and advertisers are listening.
You're
radio
not talking.
stations
You're
are
not talking.
listening.
You're not talking to who I talk
and
to.
you're not going to get paid as much money anymore.
Sonia and Patrice,
That's
look
what
at
it
this.
is. The marketplace
More
is
CBS
speaking.
radio firings. They've been on a tear lately.
All right.
Are they cleaning house, or is this the PC cops run amok?
You know what it is, John. You know what it is while you're reading that paper. It's the PC cops run amok.
Well, you think
Who's
she's
the
a
PC
PC
cop?
cop?
Of course she is. She has an entire encyclopedia of her stance on it, but it's no passion involved. It's not a real. This is just what she has to say. We are outraged and
Oh, he's-
fired and
he's a
fired
fool. He's an
and
absolute
fired. Name calling. I'm outraged.
Fool.
I am outraged.
You should be
I
outraged.
am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool,
You know what? People are feeling a new sense of entitlement.
Who are these
to
people?
decency in this country.
Who are the people?
A new
How can
sense
you,
of
Patrice?
entitlement
Here's
to
here's
decency.
my question. How can you justify a bad joke, a joke that isn't funny? Oh, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
An attempt that isn't funny, doesn't get any laughs, and is about raping the first black woman to ever become the Secretary of State of the United
Don't
States.
throw that at me.
Well, why not?
The attempt is what I'm trying to fight for. The joke funny jokes and unfunny jokes are come out of the same birth. That you don't know if anything is going to be funny. You should attempt to be able to make anything funny.
Don't you think a joke about rape
are.
is doomed to be not funny?
It's possible, but I've heard them.
You've heard a funny rape joke?
I'd say a couple. Watch my HBO special. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, Patrice says that if you're having sex with a woman, doggy style, and if you
Wrong.
hit her in the head just the right
No,
time.
it's ejaculate in her eye and kick her in the shin, and she walks around like, arg! It's the angry pirate.
No,
That's what she was
he
trying to
said
say.
A violent act of hitting her in the back of her head, her body. It's
called the donkey punch.
Which will then.
Why are you laughing? She's outraged. It's called the donkey punch. It's whole humor that she has no clue what it is.
She just doesn't get it, does she?
No, not at all.
And we reacted to that bit. And the thing is, Patrice isn't saying, I'd like to donkey punch or go out and donkey punch.
or this is what you should be doing.
He's making fun of a really obscene act. That he's like, check how ridiculous this thing is, and can you guess what it is?
He's made it up, basically.
It is, well, he's not, because it's been around for a long time, that. But he's it's the same with the Angry Pirate. I've heard
I mean the joke in general. He's sort of put it together, hasn't he? And
yeah. But the way she's kind of framing that is that he's got on stage and advocated donkey punching, and it's like, we should all go out and donkey punch. It's funny.
She hasn't got an argument here. I think he's just taking her apart. Just go back a bit on that, Dave. Just want to.
Called the donkey punch.
Which will then.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
She's outraged. It's called the donkey punch. It's whole humor that she has no clue what it
We have the
is.
same problem that Opie and Anthony does. You can't say just anything on the air.
You can say anything you want. It might not be funny. You might get in trouble for it, but you should be able to be attempting. And plus, when is a crazy bum going to get an opportunity to rape the president? If the president's wife, John? It was trying to be funny.
All right, Patrice, why aren't I hearing Al Sharpton complain about this thing involving Congress?
Because it wasn't involving young black women.
Well, it's involving a very prominent black woman.
Well, where was she during Young Black? Everybody has their agenda.
I was there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me.
But why am I not hearing from Sharpton?
Because it doesn't concern him. It's not concerning him. It's black. It's, you know, come on now. You know Al Sharpton has his agenda, and it was perfect for Al. Young black women. And now she's representing just women in general. She's not representing the nappy hoe part. She's representing just the hoe. The nappy-headed part, she has nothing to do with. Just the hoe.
Sonia?
You know what? Women have been abused publicly in the media for too long, and people are tired of it. This has been a beautiful response of just the general public saying to advertisers, we're your consumers. We don't want to have to avoid everything in the street. We don't want to have to worry about what radio station we turn on. And there is some really derogatory, violent thing to deal with. You're going to get all your information,
ma'am, is secondhand from someone making you aware that someone said something that you should be upset about. It's a shame. Your constituency, the people you represent aren't all victims in this matter.
Patrice O'Neill, thank you very much. Sonia Osorio, thanks to both of you. Appreciate it. Time for big politics.
Wow.
Yeah. But the thing about that as well, it's he related to something that's saying when people don't want to turn the radio station on and get these type of things, this type of content. When I was there, XM and Sirius was a subscription-based radio channel. So you had to pay for it.
So you know,
you know exactly what you're getting. And it come with this little set that you used to, I mean, I guess it's all in your, it's not like it used to be, but it used to be a little portable set that you mount on your dashboard, and then you choose which channel you wanted to go to, and it was called the Opie and Anthony Show, or you know, the Howard Stern Show. You know what you're going to get with these people.
Yeah.
So don't want to know if it says NFL and you don't like football, don't watch it.
Well, you won't, would you?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's also not like these people are just standing up on a soapbox in the middle of a town square and saying these things. Yeah. It's a comedy radio show, comedians on stage. If you go into their house, you know what you're getting. If I get it, if someone's on a soapbox in a town square saying you should do this or that, that's
it's a
not
bit
comedy,
different, isn't it? But when you've got to search out content and
which
stuff
you
like
do
that,
get
it's a bit different
over here, but nothing's done about it.
In what context?
In certain areas, you get people just start spouting all kinds of shit on the corner.
Yeah,
on the soapbox, like you're saying. Nothing gets done about it. But Opie and Anthony is like I said, they do push the envelope and they do go to the edge. So did Howard Stern. They were very, very. You knew exactly, and that's what brought about the phrase shock jock, or it brought these to predominance with there was very, very successful people.
That's what they wanted to do.
That's what they did.
Yeah. That was their thing, wasn't it?
But
so people knew it, and well, they still do, don't they? But then people just love to be upset by it, don't they? They love to be offended. Some people, I suppose. So
now you got Karen Asari, or whatever her name was, giving it the big one.
Queen Karen.
Funny. Patrice just rocks out, doesn't he? Hey?
Yeah, he don't care, does he?
No.
That thing that he said about it's second-hand information was actually so on the nose.
Yeah.
Because you can tell that it's like
she don't watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not her expertise. It's not. She's not going to comedy shows and she's just offended by Patrice, but loves Bill Burr or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I go to a comedy show, I want to see the most offensive, funniest things I've ever seen and laughed at in my life.
Yeah.
I want to be rolling around laughing, literally, just crying.
I think comedy's misdirection in a lot of cases, and it's sort of like magic in that sense, isn't it? Where you think it's going a certain way and then just boom, it goes this complete other way that catches you off guard. And if it's a shocking thing, it's even more, you didn't see it come in. And I think that's what makes it funny.
The thing is, if you did go to something like a comedy store or something like that, and someone was on it that was really, really offensive to you, then you just leave, can't you? You don't have to complain about it or anything.
I'd still laugh. Even if it was directed right at me.
No, we will. But people that are a bit more sensitive, they might think, I don't like that. It's a bit sort of offensive. But stand up, walk away, and you have to complain about it because that's the act, isn't it? If you don't like it,
bar. You can guarantee if I'm sat on the front row at the comedy store, you can guarantee I'm getting ginger jokes.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
That's just if I'm with you.
That's it. Beat me to it. Guaranteed.
You go into that environment, you expect to be, to a degree, roasted, or there might be personal topics to you that are going to be touched upon that you've got to take them for what they are, which are jokes.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's too PC
Go for it,
sometimes, isn't it?
Patrice, lad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we know he's passed away. So before you put all in the comments, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Let us know what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.